Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the next update for my Project Apocalips. This is a project I created a couple years ago now where I work on my lip products, and it's gonna be a just lip products focused project. Each year I've done this, I've done it a little bit differently, but this year I'm working on 10 products at any point in time, whereas 5 of those are my focuses, but I can use each product as I want. But however, I do try obviously to focus on my focus lipsticks and get those out first. So I'm going to talk you through where I am with my 10 lip products today, but before I jump into that and the updates, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So I have some very lofty goals this past month. I'm going to talk you through them when I go through my list of products. But yeah, I didn't really quite meet all my goals that I wanted, but that's okay. We all have down months, and also this update comes shorter than the last one, considering that February was a shorter month. So since the last update, I had less days than normal, which obviously affects it a little bit. And also, I've just been really bad at reapplying. But we do have some empties still this month, so that's really good. But I'm going to start with the first product, which is this one right here. And this one comes from Chanel, and it's one of their lipsticks in the shade La Raffine, I think it is, which is this beautiful mauve kind of shade. Let me go ahead and give you a swatch. So that is a swatch of it right there. This is one that I was hoping to get more use out of this last month. In the first month of this project, I used this one 35 times, which is pretty good. However, in the last month, I only reached for 10 times for a total of 45. And this is how much I have left of it now. So it is definitely getting into the nubby stage of the lip product, which is, exciting. But I was hoping to get through more of this so I could have a better chance of finishing in this. Part of me was also thinking that maybe I could finish it this month, but obviously I wasn't able to do so. But I'm going to try to really get this one out next month, because that is the last month before we get into warmer seasons. And I think by then I'm going to want to move away from these kind of more mauve tones. And it's a really nice everyday shade. It's one that I can reach for quite often, especially if I do more kind of cool toned looks. And as well, you can see the progress lines right there. So that is the first move for the 35 uses, and that little one there is the 10 uses that I have this past month. So that is the overall progress. So yeah, I'm well on my way, and I think looking at this, I have maybe, considering it's 45 uses, and I feel like I'm about halfway. I would say maybe I have 40 uses left on this, so I could technically do that in a month if I focus on this lip product, and that's gonna be what I do for next month. Again, it's one that I can reach for quite easily, so I don't think it's gonna be any issues focusing on this one. The question is gonna be if I can actually finish it or not. The next lipstick also comes from Chanel, and it's another one of their kind of lipsticks in this format. This is the shade Ecstatic, which is this really, really bright kind of pink shade. The swatch looks like this. You can see it right there. It's more of a blue tone pink, and it's definitely one that I'm neglecting loads in this project. In the first month, I only used this once, and also now for the second update, I also only used this one once for a total of 2 uses. So really not that good. I have a lot of this lip product left. You can see it right there. I was hoping to get more use out of this one, but I've been focusing on other things, and it's just been not the easiest lip product to wear. It's too bright for me to wear every day, especially if I'm focusing on eyeshadows. So it's just been a little bit neglected. I'm going to try to get more use out of this one, and hopefully I can get some good progress on it. I have decided that I'm going to probably do a refresh halfway through the year, and maybe declutter a couple of shades that I'm not using and replacing them. But I mean, that's kind of far ahead in the future. We still have 3 months until then, but I'm going to try to use this one a lot more. However, I do think this one is one that is on the shopping block for that refresh halfway through the year. And considering I only have 2 uses on it, I'm not going to show you the progress lines because it hasn't moved at all. The next lip product is one that I have neglected loads as well last month. I actually used this one a lot in the first month, but I just have not used it at all actually in the second month. And that is this lipstick here from L'Oreal. This one is the shade Fever, which is one of their Balmain collection. It's this beautiful kind of orange shade, and this is how much I have left of it. Again, I haven't used it at all, so I'm going to switch it out and show you the product, but it's not going to be any progress on it. But that is the shade of it right there. It's a beautiful shade, and I really like wearing this one. But my focus has just been elsewhere for the past month, and this update really sneak up on me. I didn't see it coming at all. So I was hoping to get more progress on these products, but again, that just happens sometimes, and that's fine. But that is the next product, and I'll show you the progress lines from last month, but again, obviously it hasn't moved this past month. So there you have it. By the way, that is where the other Chanel lipstick is, the one I haven't used much yet, and this is the Fever lipstick moved in the first month, and again, obviously hasn't moved at all. So that's all the 3 lipsticks that I've talked about so far. The next lip product I have was another one of my focuses, and this one is one of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams in the shade London. It's this beautiful nude shade, you can see it right there. I'm also wearing this one on the center of my lips today. So with this one, I used this one 24 times in the first month it was in the project, and I've also used it 24 times this past month for a total of 48 uses. This is one that I said last month I was definitely going to have done, and I wouldn't say it's 100% done. Whenever you take it out, you can see there's like a little bit left on the nub up there. But I have taken out the stopper, and I have like used up the majority of what is in here. And honestly, it's just really messy to use now, and you know, it's not that much left in here. And considering like before I took out the stopper, there was nothing on the wand, I feel like I've given this a good go, and I'm actually going to call this one done now. I have other things that I prefer. It's not a favorite anymore, and I feel like working on it for a full month with the stopper out kind of counts as like giving it the best, I don't know, chance, I guess. It is a nice nude shade. Again, I'm wearing it like on the center of my lid a tiny bit today. I'm wearing a different like liquid lipstick on the outside, and I just take this one a little bit to lighten it up. But I feel like, you know, I might use it a couple more times here and there in the next month to completely finish it up, because I don't think it's going to be that much left. But I'm not going to have it in for a full month in this project again, just to use it a handful of times, because I want to roll in some more things to give them chances to be used up this year. So I hope that's okay with you guys. I hope you don't see that as cheating. Again, I might use this on a couple more times to completely finish it up before I put it into my empties basket. But again, considering like this much in here, and I have taken out the stopper, I am pretty happy with it. I feel like I gave it a good chance. So this one is going to roll out, and I'm going to replace that at the end of the video. Considering I had 2 products that already had pretty poor usage in this project, and this one next coming up is still going to be probably my biggest fail of the month. Says a lot. And that is this product right here, which is actually another one of my focus lipsticks. This is Relentlessly Red from MAC. It looks like this. It's a beautiful color, and that is how much I have left of it. And that is also a swatch of it right there. I have used this one, which is good, but I am pretty disappointed because it is one of my focuses, and I only used this one once in the past month for a total of 8 uses in the project. I was hoping to get more use out of this one, but it is going to be a really nice shade coming up in like spring and summer, I think. So hopefully I can get some more use out of it. I do think it's still feasible for me to finish this product this year, because it's not that much left in it, and I think it's a nice like kind of fun pop of color if I want to go for a bright lip. So I am hopeful, but I'm really disappointed in the past month. But similar reasons as before, just didn't have enough time. But that's fine. Things like that happen, and I'm just going to kind of recharge and start working on this one more for next month. I'm going to try to reach for this one maybe 10 times in the next month, and I'm really hopeful that I'm able to do that. I think if I use it 10 times in the next month, I'm going to get back on track and hopefully get some good progress on it on the paper. Obviously, with the one use that I did use it, it did not move at all. I will show you again where I was last month, but it didn't move. So it is what it is, but this one is obviously staying in the project. So you can see right there, that is the movement for the first month, but again, it hasn't moved at all in the past month. So with the next product, I'm going to sound like a broken record again, but this one is the Colourpop Matte X Lipstick in the shade Upside Down, which is this really light peach shade right there. And again, like I said, I'm going to sound like a broken record because I have only used this one once. At least this one though isn't a focus lip product, so it feels a little bit better, but I still should really be picking up my usage on these. But my focus has been elsewhere, and I just haven't been reapplying as much. I've been using my like everyday shade quite a lot. And some of these products, as you've been able to see in the numbers, have really high usage, and the other ones, which are going to be like the more difficult shades to wear, I just haven't been reaching for as much. So I'm going to try to switch my brain around a little bit for next month, and like my thinking and how I'm looking at these, and try to focus on the more like difficult lip products and try to get some use out of those, because my everyday shades I'm getting use out of anyway. So yeah, I'm going to try to do that for next month. But again, this one obviously hasn't moved because I only used it once. And this one have a total of 7 uses in the project. So we have finally come to another product that has some progress. This one here is another one of my focuses, and this one is the Smashbox Be Legendary Lipstick in Tabloid. It's just a mini one. This is how much I have left of it. You can see it's not finished yet. But in the past month, I reached for this one 16 times, and considering I used it 13 times in the first month, I now have 29 uses on it total, which is pretty good. And this one has moved. I obviously used it more this month than the first month, which is really good because I'm stepping up my usage a little bit. When you see the progress lines and you compare it to how much I have left, I do think it will take me like 2 more months to finish, but I'm going to try to focus on this one too and get it out. I think in combination with the Chanel lipstick that I talked about first, as well as another one I'm going to talk about soon, this is going to be another one that is going to be the closest to be done. So I'm going to focus on this one, at least have it done in the next 2 months, if not next month, but I think that's pushing it. So my goal is going to be to have it out in 2 months' time. And first up, that is the swatch of it. And you can see the progress lines right here. So that is how much she has moved, and that's what I mean, like looking at it, you know, actually it might take more than 2 months. Looking at the progress lines, it looks more like it would be 3 months time, but I will try to step up my usage game and hopefully have this one out in the next 2 months. The last 3 products I have in this project are all kind of lip gloss-ish products. The first one is this one right here, which is from Smashbox, and this is one of their like lipstick transformers. I don't know if they have more than this one actually, but this is the lipstick transformer. It's called Insta-matte, which is kind of like a silicone product. I'm not going to swatch it out because it's just like a clear silicone kind of thing. I'm trying to squeeze it out so you can see it. Yeah, it's coming out right there. Hopefully you can see there. And that's also a good way to show you how much progress I have. You can see right there, that is how much I have left of it, because I squeezed out most of the air then. In the past month, I only used this one once again, so not great, but I think it's just a product that I don't really reach for. I don't reach for it in the manner that it's made for. I don't really use it to mattify other lipsticks. Whenever I do use it, I use it kind of like on its own, just to mattify my own lips, and they give us a really nice texture to them. But yeah, I just don't reach for it very often. So like I said, in the past month, I reached for this one time, but I do have 6 uses on it in total. And I have no idea when this is going to be done. I guess it could be an easy, you know, thing to get out, but it is really difficult for me to reach for this one, which is why I don't have more progress on it. The next product I have is very, very exciting. This was another one of my focuses, and this one is the Pat McGrath Mini Lip Gloss in the shade Dare to Bear. In the first month, I reached for this one 36 times, and in the past month, I have reached for this one 17 additional times. And hopefully, as you can see there, I was able to completely finish this one. You can see here, it was down there at the last update, so I didn't have much left of it, but it did take a little bit longer than expected to finish. And that's mainly because I took the stopper out and I was able to get absolutely everything out of this container. Hopefully you can see that there's a tiny bit left on the bottom, but I really can't reach that with the wand of this lip gloss. So I'm counting this one done, and I'm really, really excited to have another empty. And in total, it took me 53 uses to finish this lip gloss off. So that is very, very exciting. I will again replace that at the end together with the London lip cream. Then the final lip product that we have is another lip gloss, like I said, and this comes from Sigma and is one of their Renew lip oils in the shade Tint. This one, of course, has also been in for 2 months. The first month I reached for this one 23 times. And in the past month, I have reached for this one 24 times. So very consistent, and I'm now at 47 uses. Hopefully you can see here the progress lines. That is where I was in the first month, second month, and this is where I am today. So this is another product that is definitely going to be done by next month. It's a really easy one for me to reach for. Sometimes I have to like stop myself from reaching for this one. So I'm just giving you a swatch of it because it's such an easy one, and I want to focus on other lip products too. But again, this one is going to definitely be done next month, and I'm estimating this one to have maybe like another 20 uses, especially if I do take up the stopper. Otherwise, probably less than that. So we have 2 more lip products to roll in, and we also have 2 new focuses to pick. So first up, I'm going to start with the products rolling in first, and then talk about my new focuses. So the first product that I'm rolling in is another lipstick, and this is another Chanel lipstick, but it's a different formula. This is one of their Rouge Coco Shines in the shade Boy, which is this really beautiful kind of nude shade. This is how much I have left of it. I will mark it on my piece of paper after filming, but again, not too much left in here. So I think it should be relatively easy to get done. It's also going to be another really good everyday shade. So I'm really, really excited to work on this one. And I will show you the swatch of that in a second, but I'm going to talk about the second product rolling in first. And that is going to be another lip gloss. And it's also another lip gloss from Pat McGrath. I have a couple of these like minis. and I'm trying to get out my least favorite shades. So this one right here is the shade Naked Rose, which is one of their like metallic lip glosses, and it's like this kind of mauve shade with bronzy shimmers running through it. And I haven't used this one too much, so I think it's going to take, you know, about similar amount of time as the other lip gloss that I just rolled out there to Bare, which took, what did I say, like 53 uses, I think. So I'm reckon this is going to take around like 55 uses as well. We'll see how it goes, but I'm rolling this one in, and I have the swatches of the two products right here. So that is the Boy lipstick, as well as the lip gloss. We can see is very, very opaque. So those are the two products rolling in right there. And I do think for my new focuses, I am going to go ahead and pick this lip gloss again. I think if I focus on it, it might even be out in 1 month's time, another nice 2 months. So I'm going to roll that in as my first focus. So if the angle has changed a little bit, I have a dog running below me who might have moved my tripod a little bit. But let's move on to the second focus that I'm rolling in. And that is actually going to be my Smashbox lipstick transformer. This is the Insta-matte lipstick transformer. And because I did say that if I focus on this one, I might have it out relatively soon, and I just forget about this product. So I have decided to roll this one in as a focus, which hopefully going to mean that I remember to use it more. So that is what I'm going to roll in for my second focus, which means that I'm going to have this one right here for the first one. We have the new lip gloss as my second focus. We have the Chanel lipstick in La Raffine, which I think I should be able to hopefully have out next month. We have my MAC Relentlessly Red, which looks like this. And then lastly, the Smashbox Tabloid lipstick as my focuses. So those are my 5 focuses. Let me go ahead and also show you the Chanel one, because I didn't actually roll that one up, but that is how much I have left of that one. So that is going to be my focus for next month. Obviously, I can use any of these products the way I want them, but those 5 are going to be the one I focus on more. So for next month, I'm hoping to have out that Chanel lipstick, which is my focus, as well as the Sigma lip oil. And I think those 2 I should be able to have out. So that's going to be my update for today. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. If you did like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have finished any lip products this year, and if not, are you focusing on any specific ones, or are you just rotating through your collection? I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye guys!